to lose. Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. Open man is Kirk. Complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. You can choose the mic. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Here we go, here we go.
On third down, Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Browns first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Switch, switch, switch. Hurry!
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. You better bring it. You better bring it.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. Third down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10.
Alert, alert.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 64 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
There you go.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The safety, Morgan Burnett, that time gets home for the...
Let's get this.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long, setting up the screen for West. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Beckham, the return. "35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Say, we're 33.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurry. Motion. Check 50. Check 52 is the money. King. You can't block me. Hurry.
Watch Twitch.
New Mike 52, Mike 52.
Mayfield down. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. And the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Mike Batu, Mike Batu.
King.
Check it back.
Mike Batu.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Regular. Pilot, 64, weak.
Following the penalty, Chum. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
180.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Snead's got it. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 3rd down, Jackson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike 6, 180. And go Mike 20.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Crouch. Check safety.
Here's Jackson to throw. He finds West. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch out.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Go!
Hey, Charlie!
52, Mike, 52. All you get on the head. All you get on the head.
Up, 52. I got it.
From the 36, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
52's the mic. Yeah.
I got it.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
180.
Here we go. Big gap.
Hey, alert. Recon, 132 fighter. Pistol. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. Hey, high 7. Get that quarterback.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse.
Kendrick West. He's at the 40. 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. I'm coming.
Here's Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Got it complete to West. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
I know you felt that one.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying. But
pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. William Hayes. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin here with a run by West. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
65.
They'll run again here with West. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Jackson, they'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll run on first down. It's West, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Henry, you got to get the ball. See, you get the ball right here. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, it's complete to Snead. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here's Mayfield. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Good. 180. Alert, 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 alert.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Mayfield looks to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Tight end's right. Even. 4 down.
Mayfield to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Mayfield now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Real.
No, check that.
Now Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the whip.
Now a toss. This is West. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Don't get nervous.
On the ground, it's West again. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Play fake. Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hurry!
A give running right is Chubb. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Mayfield down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gain there on 3rd and long.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch.
Mayfield. That's going to be caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch it. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That one caught out wide by Boykin. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 69 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Let's go.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
180! Point it right.
First down, Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a nice gain of 21 yards. To throw, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target. And now it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go. The Browns will go for two.
Watch time. Tight end right.
Hey, alert!
Check.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 41, Jackson. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. On third down, this is Jackson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving. Get to the big game.